Have you ever felt like you're on the outside looking in, stuck on the borderlands of life, not quite fitting in anywhere? That's exactly where our story begins today, on a dusty road between Galilee and Samaria, a place where tensions were high and people were divided. Jesus was walking this very road, his disciples trailing behind him, when a group of 10 men appeared. But they didn't get close. They couldn't. They were lepers, society's outcasts, forced to live in the shadows. From a distance, they shouted, their voices filled with desperation and a glimmer of hope. "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us!" This wasn't just a request for a physical cure. It was a deep cry from souls who had been stripped of their identity, their families, and their dignity. Imagine the scene. These men, separated from everything they loved, saw something in Jesus that others missed. They called him Master, recognizing his authority over not just sickness, but over the very fabric of their broken lives. Now, Jesus' response is fascinating. He doesn't perform a grand miracle on the spot. He doesn't touch them or utter a dramatic healing prayer. Instead, he gives them a simple yet profound instruction. Go, show yourselves to the priests. Think about what this meant. According to the law, only a priest could declare a leper clean and allow them back into society. But here's the catch. They were still lepers. To obey Jesus' command was a radical act of faith. It meant walking towards a future they couldn't see, trusting that the healing would happen along the way. It was a journey of obedience, stepping out before the miracle was visible. And so, they went. 10 men, limping, shuffling, but moving forward in faith. And as they walked, the impossible began to happen. The mottled skin started to clear, the numbness in their fingers and toes faded, replaced by feeling and life. Strength flowed back into their weakened limbs. They were being made new with every step. Can you imagine the sheer joy, the disbelief, the overwhelming relief? They were healed. They could go home. 9 of them, caught up in the excitement, raced ahead, their minds set on reclaiming the lives they had lost. They were understandably eager to see their families, to walk freely in their towns, to be whole again. But one of them stopped. He looked down at his restored hands, felt the smooth skin on his face, and was completely overwhelmed. This man was a Samaritan, an outsider among outsiders. In the eyes of the Jews, he was a foreigner, doubly rejected. Yet he had just been healed by a Jewish rabbi. Gratitude washed over him, so powerful that it changed his direction. He turned back. He had to find Jesus. He ran back, his heart pounding not from sickness, but from pure, unadulterated joy. Finding Jesus, he fell at his feet, not caring who was watching, and began praising God at the top of his lungs. His thankfulness was loud, raw, and beautiful. Jesus looked down at this man, the lone returnee, and asked a question that echoes through the centuries. Were not 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give praise to God except this foreigner? Then he looked at the Samaritan, whose gratitude had brought him back, and said something truly powerful. Rise and go. Your faith has made you well. Wait. Hadn't he already been made well? His skin was already clean. But Jesus was pointing to a deeper healing. The other 9 were cleansed physically, but this man, through his gratitude, was made whole, spiritually, emotionally, completely. His thankfulness completed the miracle. This story challenges us to think about our own lives. How often do we receive blessings, big and small, and just keep walking? We get the job, we pass the test, we recover from an illness, and we rush on to the next thing. But what if we paused? What if we turned back to say, thank you? Gratitude isn't just about good manners. It's a posture of the heart that recognizes where our blessings come from. It shifts our focus from the gift to the giver. It's in that moment of turning back, of expressing our thanks, that we find a deeper, more complete sense of wellness. So today, let's ask ourselves, are we one of the 9, or are we the one who returns? Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that I hope will inspire and encourage you. See you in the next video.